All right, hi everyone. So today what we're going to do is we're going to continue working on absolute value equations. So I'd like to give you a few more examples, show you how to do it, and then I'll give you the rest of the time to work on the homework, which is a worksheet in your homework packet. So what I'd like you to do, find page 12, and we're going to continue with the notes that we had yesterday. So this is what we ended with, example A and B. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to try a couple of these, right? And then let you do a few examples and then start some homework, okay? So remember yesterday we talked about absolute value equations. When our absolute value is all alone, which for instance this one is, notice there's no number being multiplied to the outside, all right? And there's no number being added or subtracted like there is in problem number 2, or actually none of these on the outside. All right, what we can do is we can use the absolute value and say, all right, this is our distance. All right, our distance. So what we say is, what two numbers are 10 away from 0? So what two numbers are 10 away from 0? And that's what we're going to do when we both, and so everyone's saying, oh, it's 10 and negative 10. Those are our two values. So what we do is we take this, our absolute value, whatever's on the inside, and we're going to set this value equal to both 10, so x equals 10, which is going to be a solution, and then the second value, x equals negative 10. Those are the two values that would satisfy this inequality. Both 10 and negative 10, when put into this absolute value, right up here, would give you the answer of 10. All right, number 2. So notice our absolute value again is all alone. So we ask ourselves, all right, what two numbers are 4 away from 0? What two numbers are 4 away from 0? And you're like, oh, it's 4 and negative 4. So what we'll do is we'll take this, x minus 1, set it equal to 4, and then we do it down here, x minus 1 equals negative 4. All right, so x minus 1 equals positive 4. That's right here, boom. And then we got negative 4, which is right here. Those are the two values that are 4 away from 0. And that's what absolute value is asking you to do. So now what you'll do is you'll solve these two equations. We'll start with this one, x minus 1 equals 4, so we'll add 1. So we'll get x equals 4 plus 1 is 5. And then lastly, x minus 1 equals negative 4. We add 1 again, but now it's negative 4, so we're going to get x equals negative 3. So in this first problem, you had two solutions, 10 and negative 10. In the second problem, we're going to get 5 and negative 3. All right. So now let's go to problem number 3. So let's see what we remember from yesterday. So first thing, let's check our absolute value. It's all alone. There's nothing being added, subtracted, or multiplied to it. So what we do is we say, all right, you ready? What two numbers are negative 3 away from 0? And now many of you probably are saying, screaming at the computer, you can't do that. You can't have a negative distance. Remember, this is distance. You cannot have a negative distance. So when your absolute value is set equal to a negative number, this is no solution. So as long as your absolute value is all alone and it's set equal to a negative number, your answer is technically no solution. There's no value that we can get. All right, so let's go to page 13. Let's flip the page, all right? And we're going to do problem number, example 2. Now, I'm going to do this one, and then I'll give you one that you can try on your own. So first thing, as I said yesterday, when you look at this, your absolute value acts like a variable. So we'll circle our variable and put our line down the middle. Is our absolute value all alone? No, it's not. It's being subtracted by 10. So we're going to add 10. And what we're going to do is we're going to get absolute value of 3x plus 9 equals, there's our equal sign, all right? Oops, hold on. All right, equals, and now we're going to simplify it, negative 4 plus 10 is 6. Now, if you started the problem off thinking, hey, this number is negative, this should be no solution. I get where you're coming from, but you can't say that yet until your absolute value is all alone. So we add that 8 over, or that 10 over, and now we get 6. So what two numbers are 6 away from 0? What two numbers are 6 away from 0? Oh, it's 6 and negative 6. So that's where we're going to set this value inside of our absolute value equal to. We're going to go 3x plus 9 equals 6, and 3x plus 9 equals negative 6. And again, we set them equal to both of these values. All right, notice they're both right here. And then we solve our equation. So one at a time, we're going to go over here. We're starting by subtracting 9. So we get 3x equals 6 minus 9 is negative 3. Divide by 3, and you're going to get x equals negative 1. All right, and then now ready over here, we're going to subtract by 9. So we get 3x equals negative 6 minus 9 is negative 15. Divide by 3, and we're going to get x equals negative 5. Now these two numbers, all right here, this one and this one, these two numbers, if we were to take them, all right, let's say we were to take negative 1 and you were to put them up there, our answer should give us negative 4. It should, by putting it right into here. And if you're like, I don't believe you, Mr. Plowman, well, let me show you. If you were to put this in here with this negative 1, you're going to get 3 times negative 1 plus 9, absolute value, negative 10 equals 4. Negative 4. Now we simplify. 3 times negative 1 is negative 3, plus 9 is 6. So what is the absolute value of 6? Well, that comes out to be 6. So what this problem is going to look like is we're going to get 6 minus 10 equals negative 4. And look at that. 6 minus 10 is negative 4 equals negative 4. So you see that? So these values that we get, if we were to substitute them back in, they are the answers that are going to make our problem true. Okay? So we're going to skip number 3. Don't worry about that. And this is what we're going to do right now. All right? I'm going to have you try problem number 4. All right? So I want you to try number 4. Do me a favor, pause the video, try 4, and see if you get the same answer as me. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at problem number 4. So first thing, circle our absolute value. I'm going to subtract 5, boom, that goes away. So I get absolute value x minus 2 equals 4. And now notice this number's positive. So what two numbers are 4 away from 0? And you're right, x minus 2 equals 4. And x minus 2 equals negative 4. So remember, it's always the positive and negative value of what our absolute value is set equal to, which in this case is 4. That's our distance. So now we solve it. Add 2, add 2. So we get x equals 4 plus 2 is 6. Add 2 again, add 2 again. And now we get x equals negative 4 plus 2. That's negative 2. So notice if you have, when we're solving, we're really doing the same steps on both sides, but it's just to a different number. All right, so did you get 6 and negative 2? I hope you did. All right, let's try number 5 together, and then I'll let you try 6, and that'll be our last one. All right, now number 5, the reason I wanted to do this one is notice I circle my absolute value. Is it all alone? No, it's not. It's being multiplied by 4. So what we're going to do is we're going to divide both sides by 4, and we're going to get absolute value 2x plus 7 equals 16 over 4 is, or 16 divided by 4 is 4. All right. Oh, look at that. 4 is our distance. What two numbers are 4 away from 0? So we're going to set this equal to x plus 7 equals 4, and 2x plus 7 equals negative 4. Remember, 4 and negative 4 are 4 distances away on a number line from 0. Okay, that's why it's always 4 and negative 4, 3 and negative 3, whatever the number is. So to solve this, we're going to first undo adding and subtracting. So we'll subtract 7. So I get 2x equals 4 minus 7 is negative 3. Divide by 2, and I'm going to get x equals, now you can leave it as negative 3 over 2, or you can turn it into negative 1.5. Negative 1.5 still works. All right, that's good too. All right, over here, we're going to do the same steps. We're first going to subtract by 7, undo adding and subtracting. So we get 2x equals negative 4 minus 7 is negative 11. Divide by 2, and you can leave it as x equals negative 11 over 2, or you can make it negative 5.5. So these are both the solutions, all right, to this equation that's up here. Those are your solutions. That's what's going to make it true. All right? All right. So I want you to try now. Pause the video. I want you to try number 6. See if you get the same answers. I really want you to try. Pause it. See if you can do it. And if you do, outstanding. Start your homework. all right, which is in the homework packet, all right, just so we know, all right, your homework packet tonight, you are doing a worksheet, it's the absolute value worksheet, and you are doing pages 15 and 16. 15 and 16. But let's take a look at this problem after you pause, and we'll see how you do. All right, here we go. We got to get this absolute value all along. So the first thing is we undo adding and subtracting. So we're going to add 3. So we get -2, absolute value 5x minus 1 equals -3 plus, or -11 plus 3, which is -8. Now, many of you might be saying, it's no solution, this is negative. Or maybe it was no solution at the beginning. No, no, no. You got to get everything alone first before we can determine this. So now we're going to undo multiplicating by -2. So we divide by -2 and watch what happens here. We're going to get the absolute value of 5x minus 1 equals -4 divided by -2 turns to +2. And this becomes 4. And notice all of these are 4. Is that going to be the number we're set equal to every time? No. But this number means that we're going to go 5x minus 1 equals 4. And we're going to set 5x minus 1 equal to -4. So we're going to set it equal to both the positive and the negative of this value because that is the distance away from 0. 4 and -4 are both 4 from 0. So to solve, we'll add 1 first. I'm going to start with the one set equal to 4. So we get 5x equals 5. Divide by 5, divide by 5. Did you get one of your solutions to be 1? If you did, outstanding job. 5 divided by 5 is 1. All right, our final one here, we're going to add 1 again. We get 5x equals -4 plus 1 is -3. Divide by 5, divide by 5, and you're going to get x equals -3 over 5 or -0.6. Both of those answers are accepted. All right, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to stop here. I should be pretty good with this right now. And this is what I'd like you to do. I want you to go to, all right, page, your homework in the packet. The homework packet is page, what did I say, 15 and 16? Let's look, hold on. Yep, page 15 and page 16. All right, page 15 and page 16. So those are the 2 pages you're doing front and back. Make sure you check the answers in Google Classroom. All right. So make sure you check those answers. All right. And have a great day. And I will see you in class the next time.